had been married to my husband for 3 years when I discovered the truth. He had told me the basics early on. He'd been widowed once, divorced once, and had 2 daughters. Annie, now 26, from his first marriage. Amy, 17, from his second. He admitted Annie had never forgiven him for remarrying and had cut ties after turning 18. He told it like it was Annie's choice, her immaturity, her stubbornness. What he never told me was the role he played in breaking his daughter's heart. I only learned 3 weeks ago, at a family dinner. A cousin, a niece, and a nephew were reminiscing, their voices lowered, their words hesitant, until the story unfolded before me like a wound reopening. When Amy was about 5, she developed an innocent fascination with a necklace. Not just any necklace. It was Annie's late mother's most treasured possession, the one she wore nearly every day. Annie had always assumed, as her mother's daughter, that the necklace would be hers one day. It was more than jewelry. It was a piece of her mother she could still hold on to. But my husband had given it to Amy. Annie protested, distraught. She begged him to reconsider. She reminded him that her mother had worn it constantly, that it was a piece of her mother's soul. He brushed her off, telling her she was selfish, that Amy deserved something too. His then-wife backed him, claiming Annie's mother would want someone as special as your sister to have a piece of her. Annie tried once to take the necklace back from Amy. She was punished, and not long after, she left in rage and heartbreak, declaring she wanted nothing more to do with any of them. Amy still has the necklace today. She treats it as if it were something her father had bought her, letting it tarnish, the memory of the woman who once wore it fading with each careless touch. Annie, on the other hand, walked away with nothing of her mother's. Not a necklace, not a keepsake, nothing. I sat stunned as the story sank in, and when I confronted my husband afterward, his reaction chilled me. He was unapologetic. To him, Annie needed to get over it. He spoke with a hard finality, convinced he had been right all along, that the gift was fair, that Annie had been unreasonable. But all I could see was cruelty. I told him he should be ashamed, that Annie, as her mother's only daughter, should have been the one to decide what to do with her mother's things. That Amy didn't care about the meaning behind the necklace, only about having it. That it wasn't Annie who had destroyed their bond, but him. He was furious that I judged him. His family muttered that I should take his side, not Annie's, a daughter I barely knew. Yet the niece and nephew who told me the story shook their heads in quiet agreement. What he did was unforgivable. Now I look at him differently. The necklace sits somewhere in Amy's drawer, a symbol of favoritism, of betrayal, of grief disrespected. Annie's silence stretches on, and I wonder if she will ever speak to her father again, or if that single decision made years ago truly shattered them forever.